Hello everyone, I know it has been a long time. If you've forgotten who I am Pothenar. And it has been a long time. As you can see, it has been Christmas. So I hope you all had a lovely Christmas, got all the presents you wanted from Santa, and ate a lot. Oh my god, I ate so much. Basically there was three of us, me, my dad and my brother. We had a whole turkey to ourselves. Obviously we didn't eat all the whole turkey, we had a third of it. We had all the usual trimmings, and we had a gammon meant to feed 8 people. And we got through half of it. This is between 3 of us. All the trimmings as well. I actually had meat sweats about halfway through. Every bite of gammon at the end felt like it was like an entire gammon. It was hard, but it was good. It was a lovely time. I hope you all had a lovely time as well. But anyway, as you can see, I've got a new tag in front of our name. Well, I haven't personally. You can't see mine, but everyone else has got a new tag. And also, you might be wondering, Pothenar, what the hell happened to Badwater? I remember Badwater was in the map rotation last year. Yes, it was. We had a few problems on Badwater where it was. I'm not even gonna speak about it, but I was demo. You don't really want to see it. Loads of problems with the team, so I've reformed my own team now, and this is one of the scrims we've been playing. And as you can see at the moment, I'm waiting in spawn. I'm just waiting for either a sniper pick or sort of a call saying sniper's far enough away, I can come out of spawn. Because you never want to be sniped as soon as you go out of spawn. So as you can see, this is my team. I've managed to pick my own players. Unfortunately, we were missing a couple today. The demo man Chids is normally one of our scouts, but he's playing demo because both of our demos, one of them managed to sleep through it and one of them was working, so that was a bit of a problem. Both of our soldiers couldn't make it, so we're using Brady, who used to play for us as sniper at the start of my team, but now plays another team as soldier, so he's helping us out a little bit here. He's a good player. So as you can see, we're just sort of easing out of spawn. Some names you may recognise this season as well. As you can see, Tryhard's still here, playing as Pyro now. You've got Rob on a soldier still. Greybarm, who is now one of the demo men. You've got Elixion still here, is one of the scouts. Tesla still here, yes, Team Tesla, here we go. So, there are a few players here from last year who you might recognise. Got a few new ones as well. And last year, I hate to say it, we weren't the best prepared. I don't think we scrimmed once. No, we were very, very light on the map strats. So this year, we've come sort of full... Basically, as soon as Badwater ended, I created the new team maybe 4 days later. And a couple of the guys and girls followed me over, which was nice. So, we've sort of gone at full throttle now. Ever since we've been created, we've been doing scrims. And we've been doing sort of strategies and working together, getting to know each other. And that's really helped. We're sort of really preparing for the new season now. We're a lot better prepared. The players are working a lot better together, because before it was sort of throw each other in the match. But yeah, I'm going to shut up about that now. You'll probably sort of hear me talk about it a bit more as the season comes up closer, as we go on. But at the moment, this is just a nice friendly game on Upward against Illusion Comp, I think. And I believe they were either a Div 5 or a Div 6 team. Now, if you're wondering what Div 5 and 6 is, it's very similar to Iron and Steel in terms of UGC. We'll be playing UGC next season. We won't be playing ETF2L, which is where Div 1, 2, 3, 4 Prem comes from and all that. And ETF2L, in Highlander, you generally have sort of the same... mainly the same team sometimes, but the same sort of skill levels. So, for example, Prem in ETF2L is very similar level to Platinum. I think. If I'm wrong, I do apologise. But I think it's like that. At least it seems to be when you come to sort of Div 5 and 6. They normally are Iron, Steel, maybe Silver, but you can sort of translate it like that. If it comes to 6s, UGC doesn't really have a 6s league that I know of. It mainly all goes through ETF2L, so that's just the comparison there. At the moment, we are playing Upward. Hopefully you've been enjoying the footage so far. Personally, I don't think too much has gone wrong. I did try and heal that spy, so I still have some old habits from last season, but I did realise quite a way and stop healing him. Here I try and grab Graggy, but my aim was just awful. So that's my fault there. And I end up dying for it. But who knows, hey. Stuff happens. At least it wasn't the spy. So at the moment we're pushing up. We're playing our strategies. I'm not going to tell you what our strategies are. You can work them out for yourself. In your own strategies, you don't want to work our strategies out. Actually, yeah, that's a good point. I'll talk to you a bit about, if you are a new team for Highlander, what you can expect as a medic, seeing all my videos pretty much are as medics. My favourite class. It's my most played, so might as well go through that. When you're playing medic in Iron, you are generally, unless otherwise specified by your team, the main caller. Now, what is a main caller? A main caller is someone who will determine when to push, when to fall back, who should push, who should go where. It's that sort of strategy. So, for example, I'm saying, that was stupid of me. I went into a sight line. Someone should have called out where the sniper was. So it's not entirely my fault, but it is entirely my fault for standing out there. So overall, I would say it's probably 80% my fault. But anyway, main caller. You want to tell people where you want them and who you're going to push in with. So for example, say I wanted to push in with Charmander, who's our heavy. I'd say, Charmander, right, we got to push in up the cliff, and I want you to go in 4 seconds, because I've got Uber in 2 seconds or something. I got Uber in 2 seconds, I want you to push in 4. Or I want you to push in 2 seconds, I'm going to have Uber in 4. That gives you 2 seconds while you're walking up to get your Uber. It's that sort of main caller. So, or if you say your main caller is your pyro said, or your sniper, sorry, which is possible. I know it sounds ridiculous, but he's got the biggest sight lines. Sniper could go, right, I can see they're all at the back of the cliff. On back of the cliff on upward, you know, they're all on the ramp. They're all up far track at third. Let's push in really aggressive, but let's go through house. That's what your main caller would sort of do. It'd also call up, say, ask someone, say, how many have we got up? Someone says 4. He goes, right, we're not going to push forward. We're going to hold this position, or maybe you might even fall back. You don't know. But that's your main caller. If you're not your main caller, you listen to the calls. You have to listen to a call. If someone says, right, I'm going in, and I've explained this in my previous videos, I believe. If someone says in, that means in. It's not, oh, I'm going to stand on the edge and spray a bit. And no, it means, no, you're going to jump on the cart, you're going to put your life on the line, you're going to throw rockets, stickies, flamethrowers, whatever you can do, and just push them all back. That's what in means. I mean, obviously you might have a different definition for in, but most teams' definition of in is, let's go. And yes, I've dropped a Faluba on a backstab. Yes! I'm not really that happy, but you have to see me at least either heal a spy, get a backstab, or get backstab, don't you? It's one of my things now. But anyway, here Charmander drops out, which is unfortunate. I'm sort of watching him for a while. But that's what in means. Out means, you know, everyone out. Doesn't matter what you're doing. You know, if the cart's near the edge, obviously someone might have a different call, but if someone can see the whole situation and says out, you have to go with a call. Otherwise it's sort of redundant having to call her. I mean, yes, people can make mistakes. For example, I think there's one later in this video. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I'll sort of point out when it comes. But everyone makes mistakes, but if someone makes the call, you've got to go with the call, especially if you're a medic. If you walk around the corner, you know, and someone says, right, use an Uber, you don't know what's around there. If he's looking dead in the face of a sniper, a heavy, and a pyro in a demo, no, you have to pop. Here, we had a couple of mistakes with it. Here, Tesla saved my life. Love Tesla, he's so good. But here we make a couple of mistakes on strategy. We know what they are, so I'm not going to point them out, and I don't want to tell you what our mistakes were, because hopefully you can sort of see what we're doing wrong already. But Charmander's just rejoined, that's our heavy, so luckily we can get a bit more firepower. But as I was saying, you have to listen to the call. Here, that was a bit of a... This was actually it. It was a bit of a dead call. No, I think it was either Chids or someone else, I can't remember, just said Uber into them. It might have been me. If it is, I apologise. But I believe it was someone else, and I have to go with it. You know, if there could have been a medic around there, we could have got a medic. It was a dead push, but in the end we got the cap, so it's not too critical. You never want a dead push. So here we're rolling out our strategy for defense. Yeah, defense. Well, you can play offense on defense, depending on your playstyle. I'm not going to show you the strategies again, or tell you the strategies, because it's personally up to your team to decide. Now, for example, it's just one example. Charmander is fantastic at killing things. That's not just because he's a heavy, he's just awesome at killing. Honestly, if you put him in a one-on-one with a heavy, we've had this in the previous scrim, he was one-on-one with heavy, he had 150 health. that Heavy had overheal, and Charmander took him out. Just because his aim was that good. I mean, yes, obviously other factors played, such as the other Heavy was probably not the best at aiming, or didn't have a good aiming that session, but he managed to take it out. Like, level 3 sentries as well, you give him an overheal, he'll take out a level 3 sentry. Positioning wise, he's not the best. So what we do is we play I play around Charmander personally, where I'll put him in a position where he can get his kills. You know, he doesn't have to do a lot, I'll keep him overhealed, he can get his kills. But I have to be in a position where I'm safe as well. Like, he'll kill everything that comes at me, but you've got to tell him what's coming at you, sort of thing. So we'll put him in a position where I'm working around him a lot. So what we've got now is I'm working around him. He's happy standing there, you know, he'll back off when I'm not there, he's learning. He's getting a lot better, so hopefully I can leave him a bit more. But he kills a lot of things. So now we're working around him. We've got everyone else protecting him. So we got Scout and Soldier protecting him. I'm not going to tell you where they're protecting him, but they're protecting him. Demo, not necessarily protecting him, but we're also protecting the positioning. We want to hold a position as a team. That is crucial. If you're a medic in the main caller, you want your team to hold as one, but in segments. That's how I see it. So you want, basically you want all protecting the cart, but in different areas. I know that sounds horrible, hopefully you're taking the message from it, but it's hard to explain. You just have to work your strategies out for yourself. That's why I'm not really a fan of explaining them, because obviously my team understands what I'm saying, because I've sat down and sort of gone through it with each of them, but you just got to think about your team. This is what you can sort of expect in the new season of Highlander. You've also got to know what your class capabilities are. For example, everyone knows the Heavy's class capabilities. The tank. You'll take the most damage. No, he'll put out the most damage if you give him a chance. That's your Heavy. I'll just give you a quick one for you know, each class. So if you're a new medic, you can sort of understand the roles better. Or especially because I know most people who create a team, they end up being medic anyway, even if they don't want to. Luckily I wanted to. So, your Scout. We'll start from the bottom actually, we'll go with your Scout. The Scout is your fastest class. He can put out a hell of a lot of damage at close range. You know, and he's a very good distraction. So if you're healing your Scout, give him some overheal. No, don't be afraid to Uber a Scout in either. Uber your Scout in. Two, three shots, he'll take out Heavy, Demo, Soldier, most classes. He'll take out your medic if he's good enough, he can jump around them. It's that sort of class. He can be a push battering ram class, whereas you Uber your Scout, bit of a sixes strategy here, but you Uber your Scout, he runs into someone, and then you sort of switch your Uber to a Demo or someone who can follow up. And then they put out a lot of damage. That's what you can expect from your Scout. You can either be a battering ram, you can just give him buffs, you can watch a flank. Up to you, really. Then you have your Soldier. Soldier, you know, very good jumping, very good damage output if he's got good aim. He can be annoying, he can bomb. Again, he's that sort of Scout player. You can do what he does with a Scout. He could do a rocket jump. So, for example, you would Uber him, he would rocket jump, and as he lands, you can grab him again. So he's always got full Uber, but you make up a lot of ground doing it, because obviously he's not the fastest. Pyro. Pyro, obviously you can Uber him, he can air blast everyone, you can use him aggressively where he just WM1. He can either air blast people out of the way, make room for your team coming up. Very wide range of options for a Pyro. What's next? I think it's the Heavy? Here we try and jump in front of the sentry, it didn't really work. Heavy I've explained, so I won't go through that again. Engineer, if you have Tesla on your team, Uber him by all means, he will wreck everything, I'm not joking. We actually done a scrim on Granary quite early. That was stupid of me, I should have got out there. A scrim on Granary, and we'd lost. We weren't, it was our first time playing Granary as a team. Some of us were a bit confused, or some people were a bit confused. And I Ubered Tesla in on last, thinking, we'll just have some fun. He took out 2 people with a short circuit, and then turned around and shotgunned the medic. Okay, so if you ever have a Tesla on your team, do not be afraid to Uber him. Here I should have got a sandwich from a Heavy again, a bit stupid. In all fairness, Soldier should have killed me, but oh well. So, that's your Engineer. Obviously, different engineers may be different. What we also like to do with Tesla sometimes is Uber him. He'll pick up a level 3 sentry and just go dump it in the middle of everywhere. So he's completely Ubered. I'm flashing someone else as well, obviously. They're giving him cover, and then he just builds a level 3 on their, like, their last point or something. It's so funny to do. But you have to. It takes a lot of teamwork for that to happen. But anyway, so what's next? I think we'll go sniper next. You can Uber your sniper, bit of a last ditch effort. Crits, you can crit sniper again, bit of a last ditch effort. I'll just strictly stay with Uber for the moment though. So, Uber in your sniper, bit risky, but things happen. Here I pop because I think we can flush them out, but Clyden manages to headshot the heavy anyway. So it's a bit of a waste of a crits, so that's my fault there. An important thing is knowing when to pop your Uber and crits. Again, you have to listen to your team's calls most of the time, but it happens. What else? You have a spy. Again, last ditch situation. Don't really do it unless you have an amazing spy or sniper. I'm not sure what else there is. If I have missed anything, I apologise. Oh, demo. Of course I missed demo. Demo man. Here, Charmander, I get a call saying demo's sticking up, so I'm not going to go anywhere near him. Here is a bit of stupid positioning by me. That's why now a spy or soldier could just come take me out. That was stupid by me. That was my fault. But anyway. You have your Demo Man. Demo Man, brilliant for taking out sentries. Brilliant for taking out anything if you Uber him. You know, Sticky's most damaging weapon in the game, or can put out the most damage apart from maybe a heavy or like a level 3. Depending on what you have. So you can so it's sort of up to your teammates and obviously who you want to Uber. Like on this, Chids didn't really want an Uber or a crits because he doesn't normally play Demo, he's just doing it to help sell. So he didn't really want to do any of that. Tryhard on the other hand, he really likes Uber and Demo. He saved me there. He's a good pyro. So it's sort of what your team wants. Here was my team's fault completely. I was shouting at people to get up here, and everyone just ran away. I don't know why. I said I'm not healing any of you unless you're up here. So Graggy comes up to help me, thankfully. See, not even my own teammates come up to help me. But that's it. I would do crits, but again, I think it's best crits for experimentation with your team, because obviously some people have different soldiers, demos, heavies, whatever you feel you want to crits. Anyway, we're holding here. We got a minute left. Now, a minute left on Upward on defense. That's a long time for Upward as well, but it can also be a very short time depending on where you hold. Here, we know they're going for the sentry. They didn't get it. I don't know how. They got Tesla in his dispenser, but they didn't get the sentry, but now it finally goes down. So we got 40 seconds. I have Uber. Charmander says, right, let's go into them. I say, no. We can't go into them. If we go into them, we lose Uber, and then we get wiped. You know, we know they didn't have the numbers, but if in the miracle chance it happened, they could walk up and push the cart in. So I'm saying, right, we'll wait on cart. If we Uber, and then they're, like, if they all jump on cart, we'll Uber them. They got no chance. Because we know their medic's down, they're not going to have Uber in time as well. They can't build that quick. So here I Uber, try and save Charmander, my fault. So try hard, I let them just go into them, just annoy him because he's pushing everyone back. Now we know they can't have it, so we're going a bit mental. If it was competitive, we probably would have stood on the cart, but as it's only a scrim, that was it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the return. I definitely enjoyed the return. And I have another scrim for you coming up. Thanks guys, thanks for watching, take care.